Good morning, guys. Welcome to my Monday morning rant for Monday, the 12th of September, 2022. Despite being banned off Instagram, I've had a really good week. Um, as I mentioned last week, I had been getting a message a day from Instagram suggesting that I have been breaking their community guidelines on both nudity as well as sexual consultation. Um, and every single day for a week, they were deleting one of my photos. Some of them dated back to the start, so I don't know how it works. I doubt it's anybody reporting something because they would have had to scroll all the way down to delete some of these photos. And some of the photos that were deleted were not breaking the community guidelines whatsoever. So it was just one of those random things. It's happened to me a few times before. But I think what did it was I reposted one of the images that they deleted. And it was of Viv, actually. And I had censored the photo, blurred out her nipple that was in the shot. And I wrote something along the lines of, I'm reposting this because I love the photo. And I'm really happy with how the photo turned out. It was very much more in line with one of my more artistic photos where I shot her through a bit of like a mesh fence. And yeah, literally the next day after posting that photo, I got a message to say that my account was suspended. So I did a bit of internet research on what you're meant to do when you get suspended, because you have like 30 days to reply to them and say, give your case as to, actually you couldn't give your case. You could just literally reply back to say, have a look at my account again. But I had no access to my account to change anything, right? So I submitted that, and I did some research. And the way it works is they suspend your account the one time, and they then reinstate your account, and if you break the rules again, they disable your account. So I thought, okay, well, it's not all doom and gloom. A few people reached out to me and said that it's happened to them before, and hey, at least I was suspended, not disabled. You know, I suppose other people have been suspended before, and like I read on the internet, that they do reinstate your account and give you that one more chance. So I was thinking, well, fuck. Initially, I was quite upset about it, and I don't know if many people know, but the first time that my account was deleted, I deleted it. It was when I hit rock bottom, and I was just I thought I was gonna fucking exit life anyway. So I thought, fuck it, I might as well just delete my Instagram. And at that time, I had, I think, 13,000 followers. And I kind of not so secretly regret doing that, because it's not easy to build up a following on Instagram these days. Getting to 13K was a lot of hard work. So that was the first time, and this time around I had 8,000 followers, and yeah, initially I was pretty upset about it. I was actually getting upset when they were deleting a photo a day, because it's just one of those things where you could be having a good day, and you go onto Instagram to check out what's up there or to make a post, and then you get that disgusting exclamation mark icon with the notification to say you've broken their rules and they've removed the photo. And that, getting that message every day, or every time I would log into Instagram, like once a day, that was starting to actually get me upset more than anything else. it feels like the same sort of feeling as being bullied. You know, you rock up to school, you get bullied every day. Uh, it's just that constant everyday thing, and and that was really starting to get me down. Like just logging in every day and seeing that another one of my photos was deleted, and that the threat of potentially being taken off the platform. So when they finally suspended my account, I was pretty upset. I won't lie, like it was just floating around in my forebrain, and as much as I tried to calm myself down and just go, well, fuck, you don't need Instagram. um, I've been wanting to get off social media for what feels like so many years now. Uh, Despite all of that, I don't think I was mentally strong enough to completely block it out. Um, I think I posted the screen grab of them sending me the message that my account was suspended, and I posted that in various places. And I think I even wrote "fuck you, Instagram," and um, you know, I suppose that was my initial reaction, and I was upset and a bit angry as well. And I completely understand that it's their platform. I've always been of the mindset that um, being an old school web designer, and I've been there since the beginning of the internet, and I've seen over the years how I've lost control, and where we once used to have FTP access to all our sites and be able to go into the directory, and literally I was blogging by updating HTML files every day and uploading a brand new page every day. That was before Blogger was around, or WordPress, or any of these database driven websites. And we used to have so much control, because they were our websites, they were my websites. And this whole thing about using Facebook and Instagram and whatever platforms people are using these days, they're not ours. Like, whatever we post up there, we don't own anymore. And we're also working for the platform because we're generating traffic for them. And we all know they're placing ads on these platforms as well. So we're definitely working for them. And yes, so I've never really liked the idea of using other people's platforms in the first place. And so I've always known that I take the risk of breaking the rules. I could sit there and fight till I'm blue in the face about my work being art. But end of the day, their community guidelines quite clearly state that they understand that there's a lot of people out there that want to post artistic nude shots, but just keep it off the platform. They don't want any nudity on their platform whatsoever. And I can respect that, right? I understand it. And the reason why I started posting stuff, and even though it was censored, whatever, you fall into a sense of like you fall into a bit of comfort knowing that a lot of other people that have 10 times more followers, even more, some of the biggest brands in the world are posting stuff that's more risque than what I was posting, and they seem to get away with it. But ultimately, that's got nothing to do with it, right? Like they could be suspended at any point in time as well, because they're also breaking the rules. So just because other people get away with it, it shouldn't make me upset that I've been somehow picked on or something like that. Like, obviously my mind went there. It's not a healthy place to be. So I kept trying to say to myself, fucking, it's your fault. It's not their fault. Calm down. You've got no one to blame but yourself. And I was upset and angry enough to want to not return to Instagram and just finally be done with it. But my main problem is that I'd say 90% of the girls that I shoot find me through Instagram and message me through Instagram. So Vero, another platform, was suggested to me as a photographer's social uh, platform. I don't think anyone uses Vero, and Facebook is impossible. Twitter doesn't work for me. People are posting filthy stuff on Twitter, and I'm sure I could get away with posting uncensored stuff on Twitter if I wanted to. But it's quite a dead platform for me. Instagram is still the single place that I get the most messages in my inbox from models who want to shoot. So it's a business thing, and mentally I went as far as thinking that I want to quit photography altogether. I mean, when you're unhappy, you're unhappy. People make really bad, drastic decisions when they're unhappy, right? And I know this, but I was, I'm not. I'm susceptible to it just like everybody else is. So when I was down for a couple of days there after they deleted my account, I was thinking, fuck Instagram, fuck photography. I don't need to do this anymore. I'm kind of sick of the stigma and all this, like, people not understanding what I do and why I do it. It made me question what I do as well. And I was just thinking for a while there that I would just hang it all up. But then, I don't know, it's just one of those days I got up and I created a new account and decided to play by the rules this time and keep it absolutely clean. And it's like a new hobby again. I'm sitting there and I'm going through years of photos and I'm trying to treat this more like tightly curated, almost like a portfolio, where I get to go back through the body of work and just try to figure out my favorite photos, and just keep it clean. The funny thing about that is, like, I'm into it, like I'm starting to find fun in going through my old work and picking out photos to post down the line on this new Instagram. And I started following a whole lot of people that aren't necessarily photography related, just stuff that I want to see in my feed, like Powell Peralta, from skate culture stuff through to music stuff, guitars and other artists. I'm having fun actually checking out who's on Instagram. Everything from Transformers to all the stuff that comes from my childhood, all the hobbies that I've ever had. And then when I started following people, I got the same fucking screen again. You've been suspended. And that hit me harder than the first time I got it, because it's happened to me before on Facebook. When I've been banned on Facebook, I tried to create a new account and they were onto it so quick. I'm using sort of a similar username, the same photos, same profile, icon, avatar, or whatever you call it. And bam, it just happened again. And I'm like, oh my God, I've just spent like 2 days working on this new account and I've been suspended again. And turns out that I was suspended because I was following too many people too quickly. So that was a bot, I suppose, that picks me up as opposed to a human being. Makes me nervous, though. They reinstated the new account quite quickly, and I'm just enjoying it right now. I'm actually enjoying running a brand new, fresh, clean slate, brand new account. So yeah, I think it was a tough week, but I've come out tops, and I could have had a wobbly, but I didn't, and I'm quite proud of myself that I didn't. It's amazing how we all shift our values and how I put any value into Instagram or being banned off Instagram. It's just amazing how I even let it affect my emotions. But hey, we're emotional people, right? So it all sounds fucking stupid. I totally understand. Uh, but it is what it is, I suppose. And I'm happy that I've come out tops. Uh, in other news, my left eye is completely fucked up. I'm losing vision in it. I literally, if I cover my right eye and just look with my left eye, I can't read small text. Everything is blurry as fuck. So initially I thought it was conjunctivitis. Then I had like a pimple on like my bottom eyelid, which is called a sty or something. I've never heard of the term before. Um, and from all the research that I've done, yeah, I probably should go to a doctor and sort it out. But I'm so fucking lazy. I'm just this. I can't. I am the hermit in the cave, man. It's just how I choose to live my life, and I'm really stubborn. So, uh, I like to think that my body will sort itself out, and if my left eye is gonna stay blurry like that, then I'll just get an eye patch. I think I can make an eye patch work. I think an eye patch could look pretty fucking cool, and it's my left eye. So when I'm shooting and looking through the viewfinder, I need my right eye, and I've always struggled with keeping my left eye shut when I shoot. Like it, I shoot so much that my left eye starts to twitch because I can't keep it closed for long periods of time when I'm shooting. And I've always joked about getting an eye patch just for shooting to make it easier for me so I don't have to concentrate on keeping my left eye shut. So be it. Um, Mum insisted that I try some hardcore eye drops that she got from the chemist. It's like I could have gone to the chemist to sort it out, but no, I'm just so stubborn. Mum hates me for it. But she went to the chemist for me and got me some stuff, and I'm using it. And I don't know if my eye's getting better or not. Um, but it'll sort itself out. I'm pretty sure. Um, oh, and in other news, I rewrote my piece for a book that's coming out in December that I'm doing with a writing group that's run by my good friend Leslie. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's so much more me. It's a bit about being bipolar, and the question that we've all been given in the writing group is, what do you sound like when you speak? And I suppose my concept is that it really depends on which me you're speaking to. If it's the me that's had a few drinks, then you're going to get bipolar me. And I could basically attack you and say some really fucking nasty, blunt things. Or you can get me when I'm feeling pretty good and quite positive and energetic and all of that. So, yeah, what do you sound like when you speak? I suppose I'm answering it in quite a literal way and using bipolar as the vehicle and just saying that there's definitely two sides of me. And I ended up publishing this piece on Facebook on Are You OK Day, and it got so much more out there than other posts that I make, and that gives me some faith in Facebook. Like when I post up a Facebook post trying to promote my Patreon or these Monday morning rants, like it doesn't go anywhere. No one checks them out. But every now and then I'll post something real. Like, well, not that the Monday morning rants aren't real, but when I posted this thing up, it got out to a lot more people, and a lot more people liked it, and a lot more people commented, and a lot of people reached out to me in private messages, and yeah, that gives me some faith in Facebook that the stuff that is really worth it will sort of get out there. Um, so I think it was a good test for me because I've not really published a piece of writing before. You know, I've been in publications before, but they've mostly been work related or interviews and stuff like that. But not really to a point where I'm publishing a piece of writing. So I'm happy with it. I know I need to tighten it up a little bit. I've got a little bit of time. I think the deadline is end of next month before it has to be finalized before it goes to print. So but I think it's mostly there. Um, and apart from that, I caught up with the family twice last week. Once we went for dinner in this gorgeous little restaurant in Randwick, modern Australian. It was for my auntie's birthday, and man, it was the first fine dining meal. We had a degustation. It was the first fine dining meal that I've had in a long time that I absolutely truly enjoyed. Uh, when you hear of modern Australian, it's usually a bit of a mess, and this time round, every dish was so Aussie. Like the one of the starters had Brussels sprouts. Another one was beetroot. They had barramundi for the fish, and Aussie, a good old steak, and even a lemon tart for dessert. And it was just so well designed, and they used so many Australian ingredients and produce, and it was it was proper fine dining. It was absolutely amazing, but conceptually brilliant as well, and I really appreciated it. So, and it didn't cost. It was like $90 for the degustation per person. You know, that's a lot cheaper than Cafe Sydney, which is modern Australian, and wasn't great. And it was 400 and almost $450 for both Viv and I to eat there. So I've forgotten the name of the restaurant. I'll have to look it up and go there again for sure. I really enjoyed that. And I also just had dinner with my mum and my sister and her family the other night, and conversation came up about me selling the house. And I've thought about this for many years now. It always comes and goes. And when I was banned off Instagram, I happened to be I was talking about it to my mom and just saying how over it was. I was really angry at that point. So I'm just said to her, like, fuck it, I think I might just sell the house and just live off the profits, you know? Just be done with it, like finally properly retire. And mum's always been amazing with properties. So she said that night that if you're serious about it, just let me know and I'll get the ball rolling, you know, I'll start talking to the agents. And I mean, the house is falling apart. This house is falling apart, and a lot like me, you know, like I'm falling apart physically. So physically, this house is falling apart, and it's a good time to sell because there's so many houses on this street that are being knocked down, and these huge monstrosities are being built. And I'm sure someone would probably do that with this place as well. So I wouldn't have to do it up. I would just literally sell it and cash out. And my issue has been I've been so scared to move because even though I don't use the beach that much, I love living by the beach. I love the sunlight. I love the natural light. I love the ocean air. There's so many things that I do love about living here. But my sister, turns out, she absolutely loves checking out properties online. And she even said that once her kids grow up, she's going to get rid of her place, which is huge, and move to an apartment somewhere with a view. And she got so excited about me wanting to sell the place that she started literally looking at properties that I could move to over dinner. And she found two properties really quickly, one in sort of like Double Bay sort of area, and another one in Coogee Beach. And both apartments looked freaking amazing, and they had awesome views and water views. And this place is worth millions, man. It's like I've always been I've always struggled to just pay the council rates, like they're $1,000. My council rates are expensive, and more expensive than most places, more expensive than my sister's or my mum's place, because the land that I'm on is massive. It's a huge block of land. So yeah, I have to admit, this is the closest time ever that I've I've really thought about selling the place. Like, I've always thought about it, but I've never really been able to commit to it. But I think I'm there now. I'm definitely over that line. I am sick of being broke, and I really don't deserve to live in a house this massive, and worth so much. I've been here for, like, I don't even know how long I've been here for, but it's been forever, like 15 years or more. I'm so bad at math, I've lost count. But it's gone up a shit ton since I bought it. And I really like the idea of, I mean, even selling the GTR and having 50K in my bank account has been a weight off my shoulders, but I'm still living so tight. Like, I wanted to watch the UFC fight yesterday, and I just couldn't justify spending $55 to watch a fight. Like, I'm just tight, and I'm back on Netflix as of like last week or the week before, and I hate the idea of that costing me $16 a month. Like, I've just been living so simply, and I've gotten really, really tight with my money and how I spend it. And it would be nice not to be so tight. Yeah. So that's the next big thing. Looking at properties. Well, my sister looking at properties and hopefully finding something amazing for me. I have complete trust in her. She has an amazing taste. And yeah. So it could have been a really bad week last week, but it wasn't, and I'm in a really good place. Like, physically I'm fucked up, my left eye's fucked up, but mentally uh, I'm really happy right now, and I'm excited. I'm excited about being back on Instagram, as sad as that sounds. And I'm also really excited about moving. And I'm not even nervous. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope everyone has an awesome week. I'm catching up today with someone that I game with. Actually, he's the boss of my Diablo clan. And I get along with him, so it's going to be awesome to finally meet him in real life. And that's happening later today. So yeah, anyway, I'll leave it at that. I'm in a good space. I hope you guys are too. And I shall catch you guys in the next one. See yous.